okay.
Turn around and die.
Have you seen the video? That's the way he looks. It's
That's
so
what makes it
intense.
funnier.
God, like, the look on the guy's face is just so intense.
Imagine picking Khalil Mack over JJ Watt. Could never be me. Marlon Mack and T.Y. Hilton. I can deal with that. That's weak. I just need 2 interceptions and whatnots and goddamn sacks, and so I'm gonna play real sweaty with Terrell Edmonds. He's gonna be all over the field. What? Big Randall.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Kansas, I think, turn around and die.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw.
Yeah, this team is making me mad. Hold up, let me put my
was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Down 80! Mike, strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 43. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
56. Go.
Allen going to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go now. 18 Gators. 39. Hey, Sam off. Check 13. Now.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And right away, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm scared.
Throwing now is Allen. Complete to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Johnson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Third and 3.
Money! Mike's 59! Time to go, night-night!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Just take it.
Let's go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Looking to throw. Light looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. What we got? Switch. Leo. Ready?
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll be brought down at at the 21 after a pickup of 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
218, chopper. Let's go. Check 31, check 31. Hit it.
On third down, it's Stick. Ebron's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal, Indianapolis.
Seems like we agreed like 20 minutes before midnight to 20 minutes.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
And
that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
17-0 our score after 1.
Bills 17, Colts nothing.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Big stop, Pete.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Ready?
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Zoo.
Operating from the gun. Light toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
It's now 4th and goal.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Dumping it off for Johnson.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Allen. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? He said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Light. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. H.E. Gator. Hard. Get it.
On first down, it's Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Why are you going to
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, team 6.
From the gun, it's Allen. He gets this one to Johnson. And now running right through it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better.
And he's into the clear. The 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
To throw on second down. Light. Ebron with it over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Light. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On the return, it's White. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, he completes it to Jones. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
53 is the mark. Check right, check right.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To the air, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Bills on 3rd. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Allen. He finds his target, Fuller. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Allen now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, baby.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mike 319. Mike 59. Here we go, here we go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
There we go, here we go. Double time.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
I live for those. Huh.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
They have Tremaine Edmonds in the goal line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And Rosas puts this one through. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This is taken at his 4. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments will make. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Light. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And an alley to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big run there. 29 yards and a 1st.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He finds his man Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence. And he's
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Let's get it.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Allen now operating from the gun. And he can't quite pick it. No interceptions so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something.
And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Gary Jennings, 79 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Mm. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Watch the flags. Watch alert. Watch the safety creep. Greystone, travel.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 53. Alert! Pass 85. Pass 85. Hey, orbit.
On play action, Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Will Fuller with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At their 48-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Completes it to Jennings. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run on first down. Mack. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back to throw. Light. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A shotgun throw for Stitt. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the catch made by Johnson. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Allen's throw is complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm here all day.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Johnson, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's Allen. It's Wearing the tight end with it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt.
I have one pick with Terrell right now. He's thinking
no
of
doubt who they want to
I'm
ride
feeling
all the
kind
way
of
to the
sweaty
finish.
about it.
Strategy
But I'm
would
pretty
tell
sure
you
I have
all
Duke
the
Johnson
clock
because
down, lock down.
Duke has
Instead,
Duke
they're
has
letting him throw it
113
because
yards
they feel
rushing and
that
70
confident in
yards
what he's getting done.
passing.
Jamal Sheard on the stop. And I'm guessing
Duke
you'd
is
say
so
this is kind of the
easy.
key
He's
here.
starring.
Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put
He's
the onus on the
27, sir.
defense. Do they have to use
That's 3
timeouts?
years.
What
That
are
is
they going to do
3
to stop
serviceable
you? You're
years.
taking charge.
They go to Johnson again. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Yeah, King Drake is out.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Allen. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further.
He is a wide receiver.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball
He's literally a
control.
wide receiver on this team.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
Oh my god, I gotta pick up the wrong Edmonds, bro.
To the 22. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little
I knew I
rattled
should
through
have
the
used
pick.
it Terrell
And you
on
have
that
to be
play.
prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
5
The
minutes.
first play of the drive there is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
No, I'm not going to throw a pick.
Ordinarily,
Josh
yes,
Allen
because
has
you
like
would think enough
400
is
yards and
enough.
5
They've got plenty
touchdowns
of
with no
lead. But I've seen
turnovers.
this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just
I
hand it off
want it,
inside,
but
you're getting your
it's not
running
going to
back
come at the
popped a lot
cost
as
of
well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll run it with Johnson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bills on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Rosa's kick is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
See what happens. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. This goes to Mack on the check down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
What is there to do?
Now they need 15 yards in this series.
I just gotta
hope
that
1st and
he
15.
throws it deep and I can pick it.
Operating from the gun. Light. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's got this down to the 35.
Alright, at this point, I just have to blitz him at this point.
Down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started.
Oh,
7-7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Light. This is Jennings. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Oh, I still called the play.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Get a tackle for loss, forced fumble, something.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Slam, slam, slam.
They run it here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Spencer Ware, his 1st touchdown on the year. here. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Switch. Blue draw corkers. Go. Back to the mic. Now.
Operating from the gun. No. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
I won't get another opportunity to get. That's what I'm gonna do.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Thank you. I like this. Don't get the ball.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And
I try to pull him back
into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
I have to hurdle with Josh Allen. That's all I can do.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself.
Allen got a fumble.
Escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo able to get him for a loss of about 3. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Oh, okay, let's do this. 2 minutes. I need to roll it. I need this. I need a DB.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it's a fumble.
I picked it up.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6.
All right.
A 36-yard punt, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
I don't have it. I took it out because I don't like it. So that means we have to go 3-4 Bear. Are we doing Will safety?
The Colts go on the line, ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in.
I got stuck on the line.
He's going to be brought down. Back
You get to have that.
6-yard line. Give
You
that
get to
sack
have
to
that.
Harrison Phillips, the big man. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Tackle for loss. Get the half tackle.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him.
All right. Let's get sweaty when we're
They're going to
time.
face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Okay. This has to be it. I'm not gonna use him because every time I use him, I fail. Run down
From
it.
the gun. Light. That's caught by Jennings.
Okay,
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body.
This is intercepted, and that should do it. Safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in his ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And
he just made my day.
A pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later. That'd be one Peyton Manning.
Shout out to him, man. Only one person would throw it up. Come on now. He knew it. He had to know. Because who else would throw that up like that? Oh man, I'm loving it. 18 seconds left, throw to jump ball to Terrell Edmonds as well.
Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves.
I have a feeling he's gonna have
what
it.
a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being
I think
in the
we're 2 for 2.
So for the Bills, the win
I was
moves them up to
trying so
5 and
hard
2
with 2
now
minutes
on the
left.
year.
Jesus Christ.
And they will hit the road next week
My
for a
heart.
date with the Jacksonville
Man, if I didn't get that,
Jaguars.
I probably
Meanwhile,
would
for
leave.
Indianapolis, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
My heart is beating hard as fuck.
So for our entire crew,
I had a
alongside
class
Charles
at 8
Davis,
a.m.,
I'm Brandon
and
Gordon.
I'm not
Thanks for
tired.
watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
That is beautiful, man. Shout out to... I have to give up my first round picks for the rest of like Madden 21, Madden 22, Madden 20. Fuck. Spill my drink. Man, Kenyon Drake got an upgrade from that game. It's the moment of truth. Let's go. He's a big time talent. Screenshot this. Let's look at these abilities. Two superstars. Come on now. Come on now. Okay, let's see. What do we, let's look at Duke first. We have to look at Duke first. Moment of truth. Jukebox and Leapfrog. I am disgusted. Leapfrog? He's 5'9". Who is he jumping over? Alright. Alright, Terrell Edmonds. Unfakeable and pick artist. I'll take pick artist. That is beautiful. Superstar dev, Terrell Edmonds. Number 10 ranked strong safety in the league. That was beautiful. I wanna cry. And it should be easy to get Traquan Edmonds a dev bump because he's already star. Few sacks. Superstar. My heart. Yeah. Now I just need Will Fuller next week. We'll be Gucci. Duke Johnson literally had a terrible juke move, and now he has jukebox. No, but if you like look at the game, whenever I would try to juke, he doesn't have like a high juke. Like it's not a wide juke. No matter what, it's his jukes are very like short. Now he's gonna have the. Madden came in the clutch. Colts came even clutcher. Yeah, that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There's water all over my floor now.
You just spill it.
Yeah, I spilled a drink whenever I caught that pick. That was beautiful. That was such a clutch pick. 18 seconds left. Wow. I was really gonna blitz him again. That's what's crazy. Let's fucking go. I don't even have a notebook. Dookie Duke. Now I just need a lineman breakout for Taylor Moton and we're good. Who has upgrades? Kenyon Drake has an upgrade. What are we upgrading? He's out 5 more weeks. LOL. That is very AIDS. Because before I used to not play Duke because he wasn't really good with the jukes. Now I'm forced to play him because he's pretty good with the jukes.
Jordan Howard OTB.
You can't make it up. This man really chunked that thing with 18 seconds left towards Trump. Exactly. 2, and it just happened to be Terrell Edmonds, man. That's crazy. Wow, man. I have to cash app him like $60 now, because... Wow. I will. Man. Just made my day. I think I might skip the first day of class now. Run some free practice. Good night, Michael. Of course.